other video here, 11th, 2023. Dunleavey, a couple years ago, I was really, the budget cuts, the vetoes, and, the university type stuff, I was really sort of siding with him. And I still do on those issues. I want to make sure people can understand that I've been consistent on my stance. I think less government is good. I think big executive salaries is bad, and I think we want sustainable programs and funding for programs. And the problem is Dunleavey has changed. He's gone 180. He's building all these different offices now, Office of Family, Office of like Agriculture, whatever the Nana Farming Project or whatever. And then obviously now he's without due process boosting the salaries of himself in the last term, extremely low PFD this year, himself as well as the legislatures and these other guys without due process. So he's gone 180, and now he's building these big unsustainable government type programs that are not on performance, that are not on efficiency, and that are not on effectiveness, and in salaries, big executive salaries, the same kind of thing he cut down the university. Now he's building this, in the actual government, in the legislature, as well as the executive government down there in Juneau. And I really think it's something where you can see that my stance has stayed the same, and you can see Mike Dunleavy's stance has changed over the course of his career down there, and he's now doing things that are. So I'm not someone who's. I want to be clear. I'm not someone who's now changed my tune, and I don't like Dunleavy. My tune, and my stance on these policy type issues, has been consistent. And I think that's important. If you ever look at me as a candidate, I am someone who, I believe in education. I believe in wilderness. I believe in the environment. I also believe in, jobs and, and sustainable, intelligent development. But the biggest thing is I don't believe in, big salaries for executives, whether it's at the university or whether it's down there in Juneau. I believe that, the public sector needs to be reasonably funded, but not, outrageously funded to where they're, above the average salary in Alaska. And I also believe firmly that, due process is, paramount. Constitutional rights are paramount. Like I was saying, we need to fight for our Second Amendment rights. For bearing arms, we all need to fight for our right to assembly or right to free speech, obviously, but also due process in a scenario, because they're going to use a lack of due process someday if we allow it to happen here to take away our guns, to take away our freedom of speech.